Victor von Doom was born in Latveria, a small Eastern European nation, into a Romani clan called the Zefiro. His father, Werner von Doom, was a man people traveled miles to see, a healer, someone who could look at what was broken and know how to fix it. His mother, Cynthia von Doom, walked a darker path. She was a student of magic, deep into the dark arts, science and sorcery, medicine and mysticism. That was the household Victor grew up in, and that duality would define everything he became. But the Zefiro didn't live easy. They faced constant persecution from the local baron, Vladimir Fortunov, the Baron of Sabat, a man who treated the tribe like they were beneath him. Then came the night that changed everything. Cynthia was casting spells when a demon manipulated her, used her power to strike a village that had wronged her people. Soldiers died, but demons don't work for free. As payment, the demon took the life of every child in that village. When the surviving soldiers hunted Cynthia into the woods, they killed her. Victor was just a boy when he lost his mother. The tribe, shaken and afraid, asked Werner and Victor to leave. But Victor, even as a child, wasn't the kind of person you gave ultimatums to. He told the elders, "Force us out, and I will use my mother's magic against this very camp." They believed him. They should have believed him. And so Werner and Victor stayed. Victor found something during those years: friendship. Valeria, the daughter of his father's closest friend, Boris Karela, a childhood bond that slowly grew into something more. But peace didn't last. The Baron's wife fell ill. In desperation, Fortunov called on Werner, the healer, to save her. When Werner couldn't, the Baron turned his soldiers loose on the tribe. Victor and his father ran into the hills, into a winter storm that had no mercy. Werner froze to death out there, holding Victor in his arms until the very end. That was tragedy number one. Victor von Doom, orphaned in the cold, left with nothing but grief and the possessions his parents left behind. His father's remedies, his mother's mystical chest. He opened both. He studied everything: science, magic. He didn't just learn, he absorbed. And rage is one hell of a teacher. Using science, he conned a nobleman, used a freeze grenade, his own invention, to escape the Baron's soldiers. He used magic constantly, desperately, to try to reach his mother in the underworld. It never worked, but he kept trying. By the time Victor had grown into a young man, he was already the leader of his clan. He and Valeria had fallen in love, but she watched him sink deeper into the dark arts, and it frightened her. That distance between them started to grow. Then America came calling. The dean of science at State University in New York offered him a scholarship. The U.S. military offered top facilities and full access in exchange for his inventions. Victor accepted both. He left Boris behind to lead the tribe and flew across the ocean. He arrived at State University, brilliant, arrogant, untouchable, and that's where he met a student named Reed Richards, who Victor immediately dismissed as beneath him. He refused to even share a room with the guy. That one small, petty decision would echo through decades of his life. The roommate spot went to Ben Grimm instead, future test pilot, future member of the Fantastic Four, future headache for Doom, but we'll get there. Victor kept pushing: military research, advanced robotics, a prototype time machine. He even admitted in a rare moment of honesty that his robots were starting to believe they were people. But his real obsession was his interdimensional chair, a device to cross dimensions to find his mother. Reed Richards spotted a flaw in the calculations. Victor refused to listen. He activated the chair. For one brief moment, it worked. Victor glimpsed Mephisto's realm. He saw his mother there, her soul in torment. Then the warning came true. The chair exploded. Victor woke up in a military hospital. His lab assistant had been badly injured. He had been expelled, and his face had a scar, a slight scar. But Victor looked in that mirror and saw something hideous. He convinced himself Richards had sabotaged the device, that this was a deliberate humiliation, that Reed had done this to prove himself the better man. That was tragedy number two, not the explosion, not even the scar. The tragedy was what Victor chose to believe about it, a lie that would fuel one of the greatest feuds in comic book history. He destroyed every copy of his inventions, used his robots to escape, and disappeared into the world with nothing but hatred and genius and grief. That's part one. Next video, the mask goes on, the throne is taken, and Dr. Doom is truly born. So make sure to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss next video.